got all four of you together. My opening question is, does this feel like a historic occasion to you? Because clearly you were at the beginning of something, and here we are having the first World Cup qualifying tournament for women.
Oh, without doubt. I mean, you would have thought all those years ago that you would have had teams like Malta and Turkey playing rugby league, never mind playing in European and World Cups. So it is another historic moment this year. We've got quite a few historic moments this year, but yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
And again, is it a level of recognition, do you think, of the women's game that you're doing the draw, including the men's element of it as well?
Yeah, I think it's really quite momentous that we've been asked to do this, and I think it just shows again that women are in the sport, we're in the sport to stay, and we should be treated as equals within the sport. So I think people are taking us seriously now, and I think that's always a great sign, and fantastic that we're here to do this as well.
You mentioned some of the nations that are involved. I mean, could you ever imagine that Turkey and Malta and Italy will be playing in a women's tournament? And how satisfying is that, knowing that, again, pioneers have got to start this journey, but you've enabled women to play in nations that normally wouldn't?
It's just one of them things that it's amazing. I wouldn't have expected to see that in my lifetime, to be able to see the growth in rugby and the gender gap changing.
And do you feel it is changing because nobody's done anything more than you to...
Yeah. Well, what I went back to is the 1989 tour to France, where the team of 31 women out of France, and they turned up in France and they only played touch rugby. So they all had to play each other and then play an under-17 boys team. So to see this and see, all the different teams, and they're playing contact, and they wanted to, and the growth of the women's game, within Europe is just phenomenal. It's like a dream. As players, you'd have wanted to travel to all those different, to be able to play rugby league. It's just a fantastic opportunity. It's since the World Cups, when we couldn't even get the women recognised to having a World Cup. So the first World Cup was here in 2000. It wasn't recognised a year ago as a World Cup. To have that recognised, but also to have the fact that in 2025 and all these teams within it just shows what a phenomenal growth, isn't it? And it's very satisfying for me, but also very exciting for the women's game and the future generations that come.
I mean, the other thing I've got to ask, where does it go next? What's next for Women's Rugby League?
Well, I think we're looking at the Super League clubs at the moment. You've obviously got four that are up there, but I think you're going to get more teams in Super League, more players getting some sort of financial reward for playing Super League, and making it a career. So all those young girls now who are into rugby at such a young age have got something to aspire to. That the fact that you could actually have that as a career is amazing. I would love that when I'm growing up.
Well, we've mentioned the likes of the countries coming in this one, but we've just seen Brazil in the World Cup. We've got to find somebody to get you over there, do some ambassadorial work.
That would be fantastic. That would be brilliant.
Where do we find the money from, Phil? We're finding some money to send to Brazil. Where we find?
Only if we can come with.
But I think as well internationally, so I'm part of the international scene which I chair, just seeing that this isn't just happening in Europe, it's happening in the other three regions as well. The other three regions, there are qualifiers to enter the World Cup. They've all got berth in MEA, in the Americas and also in the South Pacific. And who would have thought that you would have those regional? And for me, because we've brought in minimum standards, these are teams that are playing at local level, and they're going to going down a talent pathway, which is a huge from where we were of women just rocking up and playing internationally. There's actually a structure in place internationally to make sure these women come through the pathway, which is really exciting.
I think it's a snowball effect as well. So from the World Cup, you've got all these teams involved, and then the next players want to play, and the next nations want to play, and that momentum builds even more momentum. So it'd be exciting to see what happens in the next few years.